Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. My name is James, this is Jamie Dodger Flips. I am a full-time eBay reseller. I'm here in my garage today, just pretty much reorganised the whole thing. Usually I'll be listing today, but it's so hot, don't really want to be listing. Instead I thought, you know what, I'll end up lifting a load of boxes, setting up new racks and doing all that kind of stuff. And it's completely killed me off, but I thought I'll document it anyway on YouTube and show you the new and improved workshop. So walking through the door here, we have obviously the walkway. There's now a floor, which we can actually see. I went to B&Q yesterday. I usually pick up these racks if I want to get a new rack, which are like the smaller ones. But yesterday I saw these bigger ones. And this is usually like a quad, like the same sort of height as this one. But I split it in half, made two little benches to sort of work on. This one's just for like dumping sort of stuff on and weighing parcels. But then this one here I kind of wanted to use just as a flat surface, just to package stuff up and just keep it like that. And ignore this, I've just sold this one and the lady's collecting it in about 10 minutes, so that one's going out. But yeah, I needed a flat surface just for items to package up on, because I used to just do it on the floor, and as you can see it's just a concrete floor, and put an item on it, gets scratched or whatever, and it gets all dusty and horrible. So it's just nice to have a little flat surface, nice and clean. So of course you can actually see the floor now. But the thing is, I don't want to be dumping stuff on the floor anymore like I normally do. So that's where I get really frustrated trying to package up big bulky items. So it's just nice to have a sort of walkway. That was the sort of main thing I wanted for this sort of reshuffle in everything. I've now got packaging area there, my scales and everything. Dump the parcel on there, get it weighed up. And all packaging, bubble wrap, just void fill in a box. Void fill again. So coming along this end of the garage, we now have the new rack I put in. I then got this rack here. This used to be the one that was split in half down here, which was just covered in absolute crap everywhere and no workspace. So it makes sense again to have these wider ones. This one here, I did plan to be a goods in shelf, but it's actually ended up being just bulky items that don't really fit in my boxes. Just for instance, this Heineken keg I picked up in my recent car boot video. It's way too big and bulky to put in a box, so that is now on that shelf. You've then also got these Dino Raptors that are huge, and I've got two of them. They've been sat around for about a month now and they're not budging, so I'll probably just drop the price of them, get them gone. And just bulky stuff like these speakers in their original box. I can't put them in one of these plastic boxes, so it's just worth having a shelf for them, instead of it just being on the floor and taking up floor space. So right now, on the floor, literally all we have is the bin and my two lights. Oh, and these boards here. But I'll get to that in a second. So coming around here again, we now have this plastic shelf that I've shifted over a little bit, just to allow for this whole rack to fit in to this corner. This one does just have basic boxes on it and a little bit of storage up there. Again, if that shelf's just spilling over the top. Still got Wilson, I just like him being here, keeps me company. I then kind of have like an empty void down there, which is, there is the stink pipe there for the toilet, which is above me. Also, apologise if you can hear my neighbour, because he's currently working in his bathroom right now and you can hear all the knocking, as you can hear there. But yeah, we've got this rack here, which I've shifted there. We've got boxes all up in there. Again, keeping it all organised. I never wanted to have stock kind of just on racks like this and on shelves. I like them in a box, nice and organised. When it sells, I look for the number, 25, grab the item out, boom, easy. I gained a little bit of extra space down here, so stuff like deck chairs I put there. I do have another set of deck chairs that I've slid under here, so I'm really literally trying to utilise all the space I can. I've even got some laminated ply boards under these racks, just in case I have anything flat that will fit under there that I can put there, and it will stop it from getting scratched up on the concrete ground. We then have my listing bench, which I'm sure you've seen in another video. I think one of my early videos I showed this off. I was really proud of this build. I made it in the old house and couldn't leave it there, so I brought it over here into the new house, set it up on the wall, and I'll show you how it works. Simply pull this out, get a Allen key, pull the whole thing down, and there is the listing bench. And so my idea is black background. If I've got any like really bright items, stick it on there, makes them pop against the black. Anything kind of standard, I usually just put these boards up on. So I'll literally just mount that. Oh, they're pretty heavy. Mount that one like that. And this one here I will mount on the back like so. And that then gives you, there you go, for instance, stick my keys there. You've got a lovely photo, nice backdrop, nice ground for random items. So that's that, there's my listing bench. Again, because he's hammering so much up there, all the dust from all these bricks keeps falling down onto this bench, so it's a right nuisance, but One day I'll fix this. I'll also box in the stink pipe because, as you know, that's not very nice to have there. We redid the bathroom about a year ago now, so all this plumbing work was all done by me. Put it all around here. That goes to the sink, which is above up here. So that's the bathroom sink there. There the mains in. You've then got the gas box there. All the pipes going around here. So I've got to be quite careful of not to hit any pipes because there's quite a few everywhere. We've then got another mains water pipe which runs through the roof into this pipe, and I've actually cut that off there. But that, if I wanted to, that does go to the outside tap. So one day I just need to get a little corner bracket and stick that on there. I have all my boxes from my old job that I keep here. Just put them in that box there. This little rack here, which I keep all my poly bags in, and tape and things like that. We've then got an extra 3 racks over here, so more boxes, more boxes. Got the smaller ones there. If I want to get to that one, I just pull that one out, slide that across, boom, got that box out. Another rack there, full of boxes again. I do like to have a bit of open space just for like bulky items like these cases, which are sitting around again quite a while. I'm aiming quite high. This one on the Samsonite website is worth like 300 quid. I paid a tenner for it. It's literally brand new, unused. I'm surprised it hasn't sold yet, but again, I probably need to drop it to around 200 just to get it gone. Also, going back to these new ones I've put in here, I'm recently getting a few boxed pairs of shoes that I don't really want to put into plastic boxes because they take up so much space in that box. So again, it's nice to have this sort of rack here just to put box shoes on. Check out these. I didn't actually film these ones on camera, but these are boxed Merrells, brand new with tags, hiking shoes. And brand new, they go for about 125 quid. At the car boot, she only wanted £15, so of course I took them. You saw these feelers in my recent video, I paid 15 for them. Hopefully to get 50 to 60 back. Then got a few pairs of Clarks, the Brooks again from my recent video, and the Barbers. I think, yeah, they're in a recent video as well. Shouldn't have bought them, that was a bit of a regret buy, because I paid 15 for them, but they are quite heavily worn on the soles, but one of those things. It's just little things like this. I've split the 2 of these out, and the door literally swings over here and just misses this plug socket I've got there, just so I could have this little gap here just to store little boxes in like that. It all helps. Every little space I've tried to utilise, like I said, and it's doing the job. One day I will sort all of this out and I'll actually plasterboard the roof and put a proper light in, because a few of you have commented on my my bodgy wobbly light, but I don't really care. It stays there for now. Does the job when it's dark. I don't really need it right now because we've got so much daylight. I may also get a proper floor one day and lay it properly and just make it a bit of a nicer room to be in. So with my shop right now, I'd say about 60% of it is shoes. So I'm not really niching on them. I'm still buying everything I can, but it's getting to the point where shoes are kind of taken over and they are still merged in with normal boxes, as you can see there. You know, there's just shoes pretty much in every box mixed with random items. So next time I do a proper stock take, which now I actually have the floor space to do so, I'll probably do it in the next few weeks. I kind of want to get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes purely just for shoes, just so when a shoe order comes in, I know that it's in one of these boxes and I don't need to rummage through all these big bulky items just to try and find this one little pair of shoes. It just makes sense. So I'll do that maybe in the next few weeks. It's little things like this that I'm doing just to kind of make the long-term reselling life a bit easier for me. Have a bit more space to do work in. And there we have it. That was a little tour of my workspace. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it's going to help me be a bit more organised in my day-to-day jobs and just picking orders and stuff, packaging stuff. Amazing. If I can keep it like this throughout the whole car boot season, then I'll be very happy. Anyway, I wanted to merge this video with something else, so I've got a few orders to pick, just from yesterday I think and this morning. I've got 7 to pick. Quite nice orders, so I'll get to that now. Right, so I've just picked all my orders and already this new space is proving to be so much easier. I can just pull any box out I want and get to the item straight away. I also got in the habit of sticking stuff on top of boxes, which was really inconvenient because obviously to get the lid off you've got to take that off the box, then take the lid off. Anyway, we'll start with the smallest items going up to the biggest value-wise. So first sale, this little butter dish. You would have seen this in a recent car boot video. I picked up about 4 butter dishes, all different ones, Lurpak. This one's a Disney Beauty and the Beast butter dish, and it's sold for £10 plus postage. I had it on for 15. She sent a £10 offer. Straight away snapped that up because I'm already into profit, because I sold the Lurpak one, I think, for 15 quid, and I think I paid £5 for the 4 of them. So bargain, no brainer really. And we still have a few more listed, ready to sell. Little tip with breakables, bubble wrap them. If it's got a lid, elastic band them together just like that. Because then you know that when you're picking it out, there's no unexpected surprises of like cracks or breaks or anything like that, just from where it's been in storage for the last like few weeks or months. Next up is something I've never really seen before. These are actually Converse, although they kind of look like Vans. They've got a really flat sole to them, if you can see that. Hardly any wear to them, really nice condition. They are made for skateboarding, as they say somewhere on them. Just inside the tongue there, skateboarding. So yeah, Converse skate shoes. They've sold for 20 quid plus postage. I think I've had them on for like 25, he offered 20. Straight away took that. Paid £3 at the car boot for these ones. Next we have a DualShock 3 PS3 remote. These actually hold really good value. So you can, if you can find them cheap at the car boots, sorry again for the knock-in. If you can find these cheap enough at the car boots, do pick them up. I paid, I think, 2 quid for this one, and it sold for £25, well, with 10% off for my coupon. So what's that, like 22 quid, 21 quid? So what, 21 quid plus postage? Nice and easy to pack, nice and easy to store. No brainer again. Next up we have these here, which are Lacoste Amphiles blue suede shoes. I've sold these quite a few times in different materials throughout the years. Very popular. Paid £6 in the charity shop, which is quite a lot on a pair of shoes, but the return was still really good on pre-owned shoes, which was £29.99 plus postage. They didn't use the coupon, they paid full price for these, so yeah, £6 into 30, easy. Then we have this one here, which was in a recent car boot video. Paid £2 for it. I've sold this one before for about 30 quid. It does usually come with, like, I think photos from the movies maybe. This is a Twilight Saga book set, by the way. I think I took an offer, or I think I sent an offer out actually of £24 for this one, only because I paid £2 for it, which is hardly anything. So 50p per book. £2 into 24 quid, plus I think £6 postage, because it is very heavy. Don't get caught out by the postage, because you may think it's quite a small item, just slip it in a box, be a couple of quid postage, but obviously it's going to be over that sort of 2 kilogram mark, which then obviously adds a lot to the postage and the price. I think through every, that's going to be probably £5.50 or something for postage. This one is pretty crazy because of what it is, but obviously it's got a lot of meaning to it and the year it is and everything like that, but it's literally just a laminated piece of paper. But I think back in the 80s, when this was actually from, this is from the TV series Mask, which I think was an 80s cartoon. It's got a year on it, 1986. And I think when you were a little kid at the time, you would just put this on the table and it would just be like a sort of play mat. But I paid 50p for this at a Jumble Trail, just in the local area. It's sold for £21 plus £4 postage. I don't know why I charged 4. I should have probably charged 3 because it's literally a bit of paper. But I don't know, maybe a slip of the finger or something. 25 quid all in, amazing for a piece of paper. Paid 50p. And lastly, this dartboard here. Good brand to look out for, good model, nice clean condition, hardly any wear or damage at all, to be honest. The only thing that was missing, I think, was one of these little cogs on the back, which they've replaced with a bolt there. I paid £10 for this and the rubber surround, which I actually sold 2 days ago for 20 quid. And this one has sold for £35 plus £6 postage. They used the coupon, so I think they probably got it for like 31 quid or something. Amazing. It was a bit of a pain to pack that rubber ring out. Just had to get 2 square bits of card and just pretty much sandwich it in between the two, which is pretty much what I'll do for this as well. Just with a bit more padding, of course, because it's, if this gets smacked on one of the edges, then it's going to probably dent it or damage it. So yeah, there we have it. There's the orders there. Nothing too exciting, but it has only been about 24 hours since I posted. I think I posted yesterday morning, so this is just from then on up to now. Having a beach day tomorrow, so not much eBay work getting done, but that's part of the life of a full-timer. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.